on changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. They don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this off before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this. Yes, sir. We in the building, man. Cowboys Convos. Man, you got a delay. But we are live. We are live. Believe it or not. We are here. And the Cowboys have signed Javonte Williams. Y'all let me know what's going on. Am I messing up or is he messing up? I gotta make sure. Let me see. Because it could be me.
I don't know. It might be that Alabama Wi-Fi. Might just be the Alabama Wi-Fi, man. You never know. Nah, I'm putting all slander on you because hey, all slander. Everything is landlord fault anyway, so it don't really matter.
Nah.
I'm sure it's
my
landlord.
stuff is up and running wonderfully. I have the best of the best, sir. I do.
Hey, shit,
fiber
so
optic. You know what I'm saying? AT&T.
We plugged in with an
Salute
Ethernet
to the
cable.
stadium. Salute to the stadium.
Sir.
Mine is too. but I got the lightning. I got the fiber optic with it though. Hey man, you gotta be down with the team. If you down with the team, you feel me? Shout out to Donnell Lamar. The only Lamar we acknowledge. Yeah, you was chopped and
Yes,
screwed.
Indeed, man. It's all
they
good.
said land cool.
And
so,
salute,
Alabama win again. We just smacked your basketball team, so we win again. You know what I'm saying?
You got lucky. Salute to Stephen Carroll, too. And salute, but hey, my boy put up 49, nigga. You know that boy lit. Hey, man. If y'all ain't seen
I like
play,
him.
man, y'all check up.
Here, Hooper. My boy Falon, LeBaron ain't no joke either, man.
He said, Henny, you need this for the internet.
But hey, y'all, we just signed Javonte Williams.
Okay, I
got mixed emotions. I got mixed emotions. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got mixed emotions. A part of me is happy for the young man himself, for Javonte Williams, because I do think he deserved a payday. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like he deserved a payday. But, you know, I'm happy for the man, Javonte Williams. For the team, it's not something that I would have done. But, I mean, I do like Javonte. You feel what I'm saying? He just got $8 million a year. That ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's not insane. So, I mean, now I feel like we should pair him with somebody, maybe. Maybe somebody don't believe in that. I don't know. But I think, ideally, I would like to pair him with somebody. So, yeah, $8 million a year.
Then.
And, like, this the thing that I'm looking at real quick. You paying him now after one good year of production with you. I feel like he deserved a deal. He ran well. He ran hard. You know what I'm saying? He did all that good stuff. But, you know, he is a person that was having injuries trouble. And he a person that had a lot of carries. So, this year. So, how many carries did... I want to know as far as the workload, what did he rank in carries this year?
I can look that up.
Because, you know, that's a danger in running back world. We just saw one of the... I don't want to give him too much credit because he's an Eagle. But we just saw a phenomenal running back go from, like, God's gift to being a running back to a normal mortal in 1 year. Because of the workload, I feel like. He carried the Philadelphia Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl. And then the next year, he was not the same player. So, that's something that I worry about.
All right, Javonte was 11 in rushing attempts this year. He had 252.
That ain't too bad, though. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
I start worrying when you get up in the threes, though.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor had 323. McCaffrey had 311. Cook had 309. Derrick Henry had 307. Brian Robinson had 287. Saquon had 280. Genty had 266.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
And hold on, but I'm so upset because Genty had 266, didn't even crack 1,000 yards.
It's the Raiders, bro. It's the Raiders. You think he would have did that here?
Don't know. I don't think he would have not did that here because I hold him in such high regard. But
trust me, he wouldn't have. Trust me, he wouldn't have done that here.
But hey, well, you know what them niggas say about it? Like if man,
if it was a fifth, we'll be drunk.
Y'all drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over there arm around landlord. I love you, nigga. I just killed a nigga, but you land. Shit, be drunk as a hoe out there.
What they say, they got one dirty one like that. They be like, if ifs was fifths, then what they say? Like my auntie, if my auntie had nuts, that what they say.
They say
you ain't never heard that one. If my auntie had nuts, she'll be my uncle.
I heard of my auntie had a dick, she'd be my uncle.
Oh, see, that it's the same principle.
Same thing.
But that's insane when you think about it.
But are they lying though? Because they
ain't
would
lying
be
at
your
all.
uncle at that point.
It would be your uncle. Most definitely.
It would. And salute to Red Hood, for the Cash App, man.
Hold the
phone. They said it's for the liquor store content purchase.
Shout out to the GOAT, Steve and Carol over here with the Cash App, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. You keeping the show going, and we deeply appreciate it, man. And shout out to Mr. Red Hood too with the Cash App, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate
Salute to Stephen Carroll on my end as well. It just came through, brother. I appreciate you for the love and the support. Like shit, y'all funding shows. I damn near asked y'all what the hell y'all want to talk. What you want to talk about?
All right, whatever you want to talk about,
Steve.
Damn, Javonte Williams. Whatever you want to talk about, Steve. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can make that happen for you. But nah, shout out to Star. Hey, we need you on this show, Star. If you can type, you can video. You know what I'm saying? We really need you on this show, low-key. Because it's a lot of, what can I say, banter going around on the internet, with these ideas, with our good content brothers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We need to get this out the way. Cause
she said she ready to hear.
What?
I was gonna say, Peaches said she ready to hear the content and the cussing.
Oh, she ready for the cussing. There, you got you on HTM channel, then you gonna hear some cussing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was, you know what I'm saying, conceived with a halo on. I'm an innocent person. You know what I'm saying?
You a damn lie. You a lie and the truth ain't in you.
I'm flabbergasted you'll say a thing like that, man. But nah, man. I got mixed feelings about this, man. It's a lot of running backs that's on the market right now, huh? See, this right here.
All right, so
I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I'm gonna just say this. It's one of them things to where we would say it's about loyalty. This is about loyalty to me. Cause I look at Shotty, they love him, bro. He played a great season. He did. I'm not taking that from him. I love the way he run, bro. He runs aggressive, hard-nosed. You know what I'm saying? He running folks over. We need that type of physicality on this team. We do. But this is a sign of loyalty to me. Because it's a lot of dope running backs coming on the market, bro. Alvin Kamara look like he might be finna be a cap casualty. Josh Jacobs looking like a cap casualty. It's a couple of more guys that's finna be available, bro. And bro, if we got Jeremiah Love at 12, boy, shit. But it's a lot of different options at running back that we could have explored, bro. And to sign Javonte before that even get the cooking, before it even get the brewing, to me that just shows, hey, Javonte, we rock with you, we loyal to you, you are a guy, we finna show you. You ain't gonna have to speculate throughout this whole free agency thing if you got a job or is you gonna be the number one guy or not. We gonna go on lock you down. And I don't think people really understand how significant this is too, because think about this. The last 4 years, I believe the last 4 years you had a different running back. Think about that. You just had Rico Dowd last year and Zeke. Then the year before that you had Tony Pollard. The year before that you had just Zeke by itself or something, right? So this is a significant direction we moving in, because in the last 5 years or so, the Cowboys never committed to a running back long term. Outside of when Zeke contract ran out, we been an eligible bachelor. We wasn't married to nobody. So, hey, this is very significant. Shotty bet on his guy. Shotty picked this guy out, and he rewarded him with a nice payday for the type of season that he had. So I'm happy for him, to be honest with you. But I just say, I don't know if that would have been something that I would have done. Like, I want to know if they done that running back. Are they done that running back? Let's see what the people say. How y'all feel? Do y'all think that's it? We gonna rock out with Javonte, and shit, who gonna be the second back?
I don't know. But
we just gonna leave it alone?
I'll give you my opinion on the whole situation. Real quick, man. And I feel like this, man. Perspective is reality. It depends on how you look at this shit. You know, some people would say, hey, y'all, the Dallas Cowboys are always slow to the negotiation table with players. They drag things out. They drag their feet. You know, they don't get their guys signed in a timely fashion. And they did that in this situation with Javonte Williams. But I also feel exactly what LandLord is saying, because I feel the same damn way. The moment I heard there was a possibility that Josh Jacobs could be on the open market and he had a possible cap casualty, I told folks right then on the spot I would help Javonte Williams, you know, pack his bags and get his ass to the airport personally. Because if you ever get an opportunity to upgrade, especially at a position like running back, where it's not a long-term position, like let's be 1,000. Most running backs last like 4-5 years, dog. They get a bunch of carries, they get ran into the ground, and them niggas no more good. And this is somebody that's already dealt with injuries. Now, I think I like Javonte Williams more than a lot of people do. I really fuck with Javonte. I like his ability in pass pro. You know, I like his ability to lean forward to get the hard yards. He run niggas over. I like a lot of what Javonte Williams do. But if you ever get the opportunity to improve at a position, because that's the only way I want to ever do things. If there was a player better out there, I'll go and get him. If not, I'm keeping what I got. You know what I'm saying? And it was really looking like there were guys going to be on the open market that I would have told Javonte Williams bye-bye about. Now, granted, his cap hit probably ain't going to be shit this year. I know somebody asked about would this save us money? It won't, because he wasn't accounting for any cap in 2026 anyway. So it's going to eat a little bit of cap. But, his cap hit, what if they give him $10 million up front? And you only got to count
books, right?
Yeah, he was off the books. So what if they gave him $10 million up front? And you only got $14 million to account for the other 3 years of the contract.
Salute to everybody coming in, man. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Like, the cap hit for this man the first year might only be like $3 million, some shit. You never know, right? So it might be one of those situations where it's a real cheap deal, and you might be able to afford another running back. So you might be able to still build your committee in free agency. I just got to see how everything else falls, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have at least waited to see what free agency looked like, before I signed this deal. Personally.
That's one of my only problems. I just feel like you don't leave no stones unturned, man. I that's why I feel like this was definitely a loyalty signing. Like, this was like, Javonte, we got you, bro. We believe in you. You a part of this team. You a part of this family. This was a statement to Javonte, like, listen, we ain't gonna let you speculate all offseason and all that good stuff. We gonna go and take care of you right now, right? I don't see no other message this could have been sending. Because they could have drawn this out. They could have let him feel in danger with all these new running backs coming available and all that. Thinking about, is we gonna draft running back in the draft? They handled him quickly. So my mindset, I'm thinking like it could possibly be the Cowboys saying, okay, let's go and make sure we take care of Javonte so he won't be speculating. But we are finna pursue another running back. What you think? That could be it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just be exploring other running backs while his job is in doubt. Maybe they just was like, let me go and secure you so we ain't playing with you, but we are finna be pursuing other running backs. What you think about that?
Possibility. It's one of the things to where, hey, you're going to be the primary running back. The dude we're going to bring in right here is here to help you. Real quick, let me get to the money real quick, and I'll give you my rebuttal. Salute the Suave with the 10-piece. He said, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. I appreciate you two standing on business with keeping picking. Salute, and salute to the brother King G on the Cash App as well, man.
Absolutely,
and listen,
man. Salute to everybody showing love, bro. We appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, we love y'all, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Y'all got love for us.
It's
we got love for
love.
y'all, man.
Facts.
Yeah. So just to say what I was going to say today, because I'm gonna respond to Suave real quick, and then we'll get back to what we're talking about. I just think it's the best course of action, dog. And listen, I'm gonna take the Javonte Williams stuff down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just take the Javonte Williams stuff down when we talk about this Max Crosby shit real quick. Listen, it's just the smart thing to do, in my opinion, because this is what people got to understand. We're not even diminishing or downgrading, edges. I also believe the Dallas Cowboys need to improve, at edge, but there's other ways to go about it. Yeah, but that's a fact. But there are other ways to go about it. Than just trading away all your assets, your 24-year-old all-pro wide receiver, a first-round pick, for an aging, pass rusher coming off of knee surgery. Like, you can go, spend money in free agency, and I've floated the idea of, hey, what would you rather have? Would you rather have just Max Crosby, or would you rather have Trey Hendrickson, George Pickens, both of your top 20 first-round picks, and a little extra cap space? Because I crunched the numbers, landlord. I want to tell you something. Max Crosby cap hit is about $35 million, right? It's going to be $35 million this year, maybe slightly over. If you get George Pickens on a new contract and you get Trey Hendrickson on a new contract, the first year cap for them are going to come in at roughly $32 million.
for both.
So you can get 2 top end players for that first year. Because I went and looked at similar contract structures for players in their same price range. CeeDee Lamb's cap hit the first year of his deal was $15 million. When it actually kicked in, it was $15 million. And Trey Henderson only $25 million. But I went ahead and I looked at Brian's year. Right, Brian Burns' cap hit was 17. So if you add 17 to 15, you get 32. Right? And remember, Trey Henderson's actual cap shit is like closer to 25, so it'll probably be lower. So point being, you'll have about $3 million extra. You'll have both your first round picks. You'll have Trey Henderson, and you'll have George Pickens. And then with those first round picks that you got, if somebody like Caleb Downs actually fell to you at 12, you could actually draft him. If Ruben Bain fell to you at 12, you could actually draft him. If Ramad McCoy is there and you know the medical's clear, you can draft him. If Jordan Lane fell there to 12, you know everything was good with him, you could draft him. I'm not sitting
I think the smartest position.
Just disregarding.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm just not sitting here completely disregarding, you know, the defense at all. But what I am saying is there are more rational ways, you know, to improve your defense, have some more cap flexibility, you know, have the ability to add more players than, you know, to trade away a young all-pro and capital, you know, to do.
You want to know something that's being overlooked? Something that's being overlooked is the actual excuse that Jerry made to trade Michael. Like, we know what it really was, but do you remember what Jerry actually said that would be written on the books? The reason is because guess what? Jerry said he could get more players for that money. Did he not say that? Jerry said instead of putting all this money on one player, I could get like 3-4 players. That's what Jerry said. So why would he have a mentality like that and then come double back and just get one player? Maybe you can make the case to say, hey, the season was so bad that he realized that, you know, what would I be without you? Ja Rule without Micah Parsons. And now he just gotta find somebody equivalent. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what he feeling like. But I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think Jerry still remains steadfast in his opinion about not paying that much money for one player when you can get 2 or 3 players that can give you the same type of production. Because think about it. It's no way you can tell us that it's smarter to just max out for Max, put all this money towards Max when you can go get Trey Henderson and maybe even another little mid-tier player that could probably give you the same type of impact or the same type of sacks. Like, that's possible. Like, let's not act like Trey Henderson is some second fiddle, some Rudy Poo. You know what I'm saying? That's not him. He's a great player too in his own right. So, in that regard, instead of just maxing out for Max when you will just end up being top heavy, you can get Trey plus more. And then still have your 2 second-round picks. I mean, 2 first-round picks. You still got your picks, and you'll have damn near equivalent pass rusher on top of that. Like, and more wiggle room, too, with the cap. Like, it don't make sense to just max out for that one player like that when you got so many things to fill on your defense. I don't think that's the best way to go about it, man.
I don't, and I'm gonna double down on what you're saying. Like, why are we acting like, you know, edge is the only hole? You ain't seen the run playing football in 2 goddamn years. You ain't playing do shit in 2 years. Act like we don't need another cornerback. It's been a long time ago. Like, you know how old folks talk about back in my day and shit? You got to say back in my day, DaRon Bland was a good football player. That's what you got to say about DaRon Bland is right now. Back in my day, that was trouble. Back in my day, he used to get picks. Yeah. Like, nigga, I ain't seen DaRon Bland play good football in 2 motherfucking years, dog. I ain't never seen Siobhan River play good football. Have you? You seen Siobhan River play good football, nigga?
Nah, not in the NFL.
Oh shit, that's what I'm saying. So this is my thing. Donovan Wilson is a free agent. You got to replace your starting box safety. You know, I'm trying to get rid of motherfucking me Malik Hooker to save money. So I'm trying to replace my entire safety room. I'm trying to replace at least one goddamn cornerback. You know, and you can make the argument you might need another motherfucking linebacker depending on what you feel about the guys that we currently have. So it's not like it's only edge. Yeah. So it's not like it's only edge that need to be addressed. You got other positions that you need. The way that I'm doing it, I can address edge, and then with 2 top 20 picks in a decent defensive draft, I can go out there and I can get me a corner, I can get me a safety. If they feel like getting one of these linebackers, they could do that shit. You know, hell, nigga, I know that the track record of edges in the first, and you know, just coming in year one and going crazy ain't the best. But nigga, if Ruben Bain is there at 12, I'm drafting the nigga. If David Bailey somehow fall to 12, I'm drafting the nigga. Because David Bailey's a nigga I know will get double-digit sacks. We'll work on that run defense shit a different day.
About the article I sent you. You ain't never say nothing. You ain't remember what it said? I'm finna read it to the people. This ESPN. It says, a good year to need any sort of edge rusher at all. A bad year to need a truly elite dude unless you like to spend 2 first-rounders on Max Crosby. It says, if your favorite team's general manager can't find a good fit at edge rusher this offseason, tell him to take a hike. Putting aside the Max Crosby trade rumors for now, here's a list of expected free agent edge rushers. Trey Henderson, Adafi Owawe, or however you pronounce it, Jalen Phillips, Khalil Mack, Calvin Chason, who we denied in the draft, Boye Mafa, Joey Bosa, Jadeveon Clowney. It's a lot of people that could do this stuff, bro. We got Jadeveon Clowney. He listed him. But did you hear how he made these jokes about it? He like, bro, if you can't find the edge this year, you need to take a hike. You need to get up out of here. This is what the writer said. This is on ESPN, bro. So they letting you know that it's a lot of edge rushing options right now. You know what I'm saying? So why are we so fixated and so horny for Max Crosby? That's what's crazy. Pause. But
I got another question for you. I got a question for you too, man. You know, because the word that was used is force multiplier, right? A word that been floated around is force multiplier. Is Quentin Williams not a force multiplier in the middle of that?
He absolutely is a force multiplier. The first day I seen Osa was when Quinn got here.
So this is my thing. When you have that kind of interior presence, you know, like a guy like that in a good scheme. We're not talking about the shit that Eagles were going on, but a guy with scheme should.
Why he had to type that? Horny with the question mark, like that text right there. That text right there has no place on this chat box right now. This is about football, so you understand what I'm saying.
He said
he know exactly what I'm saying.
Are you horny? Oh God.
Look, you want to know? Hold on, wait a minute. We got to have a slight intermission. I'm sorry. We too silly to pass this by. Listen, man. When you ask somebody something, that's you damn near finna fulfill what you asking. So that's what make that shit super wild. Like, if somebody come in your house, think about it. If somebody come in your house and be like, you thirsty, bro? What you finna do? You finna grab or something to drink, right? So if you ask somebody if they horny, that's crazy. I hope you not finna fulfill that order right now. What's happening, Scott?
What's up? How y'all doing? What's up? How y'all doing?
Already. Go on, come in cooking. Come in hot. Good, let them know what time it is, Star.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this Javonte Williams contract. It's like, at first, after the season ended, I did want him to get paid. But when we see, like, the free agency market, you see possibly Josh Jacobs gonna be there, possibly Kamara. Then you got Travis Etienne, and you got Tyler Algier, which I've been interested in Tyler Algier for
Even
years.
the boy from Seattle available too.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. I'm like, I don't know if we made the right choice. And I have this feeling that this is one of those damn signings where it's like, you shouldn't have did that contract.
I'm telling you, Star, it feels like that loyalty.
Yeah,
it just feel like loyalty. This my guy, so I'm finna pay him. That what it feel like, cause you didn't lead us. You didn't turn the stones to figure out was this just your best option. So if you didn't do that, you automatically did it because of loyalty, because this is your guy.
Exactly, and it just makes me feel like, damn, like you could have got better. It makes me think of like Philly, how they had Miles Sanders, who had that good year, but they was like, you know what? We're going to go after Saquon.
Facts.
And it just feels like one of those moments like, you probably could have went after somebody better. And it's like, I want the Cowboys to pair somebody with Javonte, but it's like, will they do that now, considering that you just paid him?
I'm glad I'm not the only one feel like that with mixed emotions, because like I'm happy for Javonte, but I don't know if this was our best option. I just can't say that this is the smartest idea.
That's the only thing. Is like, I don't know if this was the right choice. I hope it is, because Javonte shocked all of us. Like, we did not think he was gonna look how he looked. So, and he had a great year. He had a great year for us. Highly productive. So it's not that. It's just the fact of like, okay, are we going to add a different dynamic to him? Are y'all going to just stick us with blue? Because I'm not bought in on blue. It's like, I want kind of like a superstar back. And then with the situation with GP, it's like, do we want to trade him? Hell no. But it's like, regardless, we didn't want to trade Micah Ashton. Jerry did that anyway. So it's like, if GP is possibly traded, it's like, bro, we need like a superstar backfield. Because I think people are underestimating how big GP is to our offense. Like, he's not just some small part of it. He's a huge part of it. There were games that like you're not gonna win if it wasn't for George Pickens. Like Philly game, like the second Philly game, if it wasn't for Dak just lobbing that hoe up to George Pickens in double coverage on Philly's best corners, like we likely don't win that game. So it's like GP's value to us is essential. And it's like, if
what happened? Damn. The feds got her, man.
She in traffic. You know, she in motion.
Yeah.
She in motion.
Yeah.
And salute to Donnell Lamar.
Hey, it was funny.
With
somebody
the
said,
chat.
stop. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, salute to Donnell Lamar with the super chat. Cuz was saying starting to keep putting Lou in they place in his place. And listen.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me finish what
we fight all the time.
I was just about to say, it was funny. Somebody said stop pulled up. And it's funny because she is in the car. It's like she pulled up on our ass. We go ahead.
Yeah. I'm dead, bro. I don't know where it cut off.
I was just saying, man. Nah, you good. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you get back to going, cuz. We be boxing all the goddamn time. You know I got nothing but love for Lou and Boss in there, man. We just don't see this shit the same.
You know, it's all love.
And we love Lou and Boss. We just boxing.
We just ain't gonna see
I just don't like them niggas.
Listen, we gonna put the best
them.
ass
You know
on.
how you love them, but you just don't like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all know me. I'm just fucking with them. I don't like them when we talk about stuff like this, man. Because they can't see past what's going on, man. Like I said, can't nobody, these are things that can't nobody deny. We know for a fact that the Dallas Cowboys need edge help. We not denying that.
Yes.
We not doing it.
Yep. Nope.
So all we saying is you don't have to go about it that way. And that's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? And why are you even adding another problem with talking about trading Pickens? Bro, you can fix that problem and leave Pickens the hell alone. That's what I don't get. Like, bro, I understand. You see a surplus at a position that you don't respect or you don't think that's gonna help us, and you feel like you want to deal that. But I want you to understand, like, if you think about it, the Dallas Cowboys' problems is not the other team's problems. When I say that, I mean like we have different issues that other teams don't have. It's not gonna be a model for another team that you could just cookie cut out and put for the Cowboys and then make us successful. We got our own customized problems. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't, just because it worked for Seattle don't mean it's gonna work for Dallas. Just because it worked for the San Francisco 49ers or whatever, it don't mean it's gonna work for us. We gotta understand that you can't just take a model and put it on ours and just think you're gonna guarantee success. If it was that easy, everybody will be successful. Think about that. If it was that easy, if I say, okay, I'm gonna do exactly what Seattle did, and then I'm gonna win the Super Bowl. If it was that easy, everybody would be successful. We know that this stuff is customized. Your problems ain't my problems. I'm better at certain spots in certain aspects than you are, and I'm weaker in certain aspects than you are. So those cookie cutter answers ain't gonna fix everything. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
It's some feedback
like
going on right now. Might need to come out and come back in.
Let me go back. I'll go ahead and come back.
All right, bet. Well, Star will be back. But yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
We got custom problems. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's custom. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out. Like, we got custom problems. And it's not just something that you could say in black and white. If you do what the Patriots did, you will have success. Like, it just don't work like that.
Yeah. And, you know, to that point, man, you know, you could try some different things, people, man. Just because, and this is the thing, I would understand, you know, if two wide receivers never contributed, you know, to winning a Super Bowl. But it's happened. You know what I'm saying? It has happened. It just happened a year ago with AJ Brown and Javonte Smith. You know, I understand that Saquon Barkley was the guy on that team. They had, you know, perimeter weapons that made his job easier. You know what I'm saying? I know that you know up to that point in the playoffs, you know, it was really about the run game. In the Super Bowl, it paid off to have them weapons.
Who won that game?
Making the goddamn plays when Saquon Barkley got shut down.
Them receivers.
It was Jalen Hurts
and the quarterback. Can't lie. That's why he won MVP. Mm-hmm. Like, we know that we feel like he had the best supporting cast on the planet at the time. So we not just gonna act like he a superhero, but that passing game is what shined through and eventually gave them the W. Like, I think can't nobody deny that. Like, the Chiefs had shut Saquon down. They shut Saquon down in the Super Bowl. They sold out. But guess what? If Jalen didn't have that superior wide receiving core, he wouldn't have been successful. I promise you. If he would have only had one, he wouldn't have won that. Because we know the skill level of Jalen Hurts. He wouldn't have won that if he only had one option. Because, look, the Chiefs had one cornerback too, didn't it? They had Snead. He would have at least won some reps against AJ.
Also, 864 Cowboys fan. Saquon only had like 50 yards that game, so you can't say he won that game. You said the running back won that game. If he was the reason not the Super Bowl, like the games up to the Super Bowl in the playoffs, yeah. But it came a time where they had that super fire run game, you know, and shit, they got that shit shut down. You know, all I'm saying is this.
Guess what avenue helped that passing game? Just real quick. The goddamn run game. Everybody was so concerned with Saquon Barkley. Who gives a fuck about Jalen Hurts? Like, bro, have you seen this man run all over the league? I'm putting all my force and effort on him, on stopping him. I'm done after that.
Oh, okay. Global thought we were talking about Seattle. Oh, nah. nah.
Oh,
nah. It was definitely Kenneth Walker ass for Seattle.
We were talking about the Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl, Calhoun, unless you talking about something else. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about that because I don't think I was mentioning is like there is, you know, some recent history to show that good wide receiver duos can help, you know, contribute, you know, to winning a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not saying, I'm gonna be fair. You probably don't need none of this shit. I done seen teams win without running backs. I done seen teams win without wide receivers. I done seen plenty of teams win without edges.
You want to know why it's so
key
uneven like
really
that?
the key thing.
Oh, go ahead. Finish the statement. My bad.
Yeah, let me finish my statement first, Lo. The key, listen, like there is more, of a correlation between defensive tackle play to winning Super Bowls than there is anything else. Like if you are stout in the interior of your defense, you win. And listen, you can't really name a Super Bowl winning team that ain't had good defensive tackle play. The damn Seattle Seahawks had Leonard Williams, nigga. They had an all-pro defensive tackle. You go back the year before with the Philadelphia Eagles, they had Jalen Carter. You go to the Chiefs, they had Chris Jones. You go back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they had Vita Vea. You go back to the Rams, they had Aaron Donald. Now you just keep going down the line like gangster ass defensive tackle after gangster ass defensive tackle. That's the actual correlation, and we actually got that now. So I ain't gonna hold you. You might be able to find a path forward regardless of which way this swings. It just my preference and how the team is built. I want to keep my 24-year-old all pro fucking wide receiver, and I will figure everything else the fuck out.
I was just about to say this. The reason why it's uneven like that is because, like I said, it's customized, bro. I feel like what you should be doing as a football team is putting out the absolute best team you can. That's what's gonna get you to win. Like it's no customized, just how to step-by-step guide to win the Super Bowl, bro. If it was, like I said, everybody'll be winning this shit. It's a different solution to every team or every season. Every season might require different type of characteristics to pull this shit off. That's why you don't get, if you think about the Super Bowl champs, everybody built differently. It ain't the same shit. Like some people had all defense and barely had a quarterback. Some people had super quarterbacks and all kind of offense. And you know what I'm saying? It's different year to year, bro. I think the smartest thing to do is, instead of trying to copy everybody else, think of a way for you to present the absolute best football team you can that you feel and confident in winning. That's the best thing you can do. Because think about it. Some teams that don't have a Dak Prescott, they might not have to compensate for as much as the other team might have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got a weaker quarterback, so I need more of this. You see what I'm saying? That gonna make you he might make you not need as much. So everything is customized, I feel like, bro. It's no cookie cutter, step-by-step booklet that you can get that's gonna put you right in the Super Bowl and allow you to win it. It's just not. So I think the smartest thing to do is, like I said, present the absolute best team you can.
Hey, salute the trip that goes on your end. He hit you with a 10-piece. He said he just popping in, showing love. Y'all cook boss. Man, we put belt the ass on everybody.
We appreciate
That's my
you.
nigga though.
Hey, he ain't been cooking them on Twitter too. So it's a worldwide affair right now.
And listen, we gonna get them niggas on the show, so we can keep arguing, because we do a whole bunch of fussing and cussing, until we get some resolution to this shit, man. But we gonna keep doing some cussing and fussing.
Y'all know this is all in the good. It's in the right spirit though. It's not to demean or belittle nobody. It's all in the spirit of we want what's best for the Cowboys. This is no. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing real. We just trying to get to the best outcome. That's all.
Hell yeah. And salute the trip on my end too with another 10-piece. Loke says showing love, cause I appreciate the support, man.
I appreciate you, man, for sure.
Hey man, y'all been showing up and showing out today, man. We gonna make sure to give y'all some fire ass shit, man. Real talk. We
gonna make sure we keep
y'all. Hell yeah. And see, and this is the thing, man. And I'm actually defend Boss and Lou a little bit. Not their actual idea, just them the people. You know what I'm saying? Them the people. Because
they giving our guys a little hard time out there about these takes right here, right?
Yeah, they listen. I understand disagreeing with niggas, but Lou know football. Boss know football. You know what I'm saying? saying shit like they don't know football and saying shit like they dumbasses and shit like that. You know, I don't respect that now. Like that's them, at the end of the day, I'm a fuss and cuss of them niggas. Y'all can't say shit to them niggas out the way like that, man. Cause we don't even sit up here and say no shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
salute to Justin Kitchen on my side. He said check yours too. And shout out to King G. I already knew he was gonna show love to the whole panel, man. He's a real one. We appreciate you, my guy.
And I'm not even talking about y'all. I'm more so talking about some of the shit in the Twitter streets. You know shit vicious on Twitter, nigga.
Yeah, not y'all per se, but we talking about, you know, defending the people they are. We know that they just trying to get better. In their eyes, that's the way they see it. And it don't make them no less than the next people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be outrageous to you. It can make perfect sense to another person. So it is what it is. I always say with this content stuff, man, you might not agree with me today, but you might agree with me tomorrow. So it ain't that personal. It's all about trying to get the team better. And I feel like if you know who I am, if you've been watching me long enough, you at least know that I'm in the right spirit. I'm trying to get this team right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because listen, I fuck with them niggas, man. So, you know, we can all agree to disagree, because that's what it come down. Because I don't think I'm gonna see it their way, and I don't feel that they're gonna see it my way. We're just gonna disagree. We're gonna see what choice the Dallas Cowboys make, because at the end of the day, we're gonna push our ideas, and them niggas gonna decide what the hell they want to do. If they pay George Pickens and they go my route, cool. You know, we'll shake hands. If they go their way and they cash out for George Pickens, you know, we'll shake hands. If they go a completely different route and we don't get shit, we don't get George Pickens or Max Crosby or nothing, we're gonna come shake hands, go roll our sleeves up and do some more work, man. So, you know, it is what it is.
Thanks.
I mean, you could, but like, listen, I'm not saying that you can't do it. He said, I agree with them. You could sacrifice GP and add quality depth. I mean, you could try, but I always was told personally, I was told in my life, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You cannot guarantee getting any of these names that you throw out there, you know, especially in the draft. You know, you can't guarantee getting a wide receiver in the draft. You don't know how the board is going to fall. You know, the same way I can't guarantee you Caleb Downs. I can't guarantee you Sonny Styles. I can't guarantee you nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas get drafted and folks draft crazy.
And
I can't sit here and say who's going to be there and not be there.
We can't do anything.
And you know, I'm just saying from the fact, dog, that I would much rather keep a proven commodity and wide receiver who's already an all-pro, all offense, already have the quarterback, already they ship with CD Lamb, is only going to get better. I would rather keep that nigga, go and sign the best edge off the street. You know,
bro, that's something that's not talked about enough. Think about it. That's something that's not said enough, bro. We up here thinking about GP in year one. Nobody's talking about what it could look like in 2 years, bro. Like in year two, man, this connection could be the most lethal thing we done seen or something. Like, we did this on the fly. You feel me? Like, just imagine with George Pickens a whole nother year in this offense with Dak. Do you know what that chemistry will look like? He made all Pro Bowl year one. Like, dude, I don't think y'all understand what's going on here. Like, this duo could be so deadly that, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. Like, of course, I'm not excluding CD Lamb, but I'm just saying, like, the Dak and Pickens combo, that shit could be so crazy that you don't gotta bother that. You shouldn't bother that. Like, this one thing that's putting me against their argument and making me lean towards mine. I'll say this. One thing about their proposal is they can't guarantee me a goddamn thing. Think about that. They can't guarantee me shit. They can't guarantee me that Max Crosby gonna come over here and do this and that. They can't guarantee me that because the man coming off an injury, the man up in age, and he'll be in a new scheme with a new team. They can't guarantee me that. They can't guarantee me a top 5 defense. They can't guarantee me that. They can't guarantee me shit. But guess what? I can guarantee y'all something. We just saw what George Pickens did with this offense, with this team. We know exactly who George Pickens is with this team and with this offense. That's a fact. It ain't about a projection. It ain't about nothing. We saw it already. So I can guarantee you what George is with this team and with this offense, with this quarterback. You can't guarantee me shit because you ain't seen that before. We saw this already. So you are already starting behind the 8 ball when you coming to us with this. Because we know what Dak and George Pickens are together. We know what this looks like.
Okay, but A6 Cowboy fan, that's not true. We said we all want Pickens, but we're not going to be able to afford it. You can afford it because, listen, I crunched the numbers. I don't know about anybody else. I looked at the numbers for 2026 and 2027. The Dallas Cowboys have money to spend. They could create cap space in 2026, and they can unload contracts in 2027. You are out of guaranteed money for Jake Ferguson, Osa Odigizua. You're also out of guaranteed money in 2027 for the Ron Bland. You can move on from for all three of those contracts with positive equity, save a shit ton of money moving forward. So not only can you afford George Pickens, you can also probably afford Max Crosby for how get him over here without trading George fucking Pickens. You know,
why is
so
this?
That's all I'm saying.
This right here was finna be crazy. This right here finna be crazy.
What's that?
Think about this. This could be an indicator because I kind of hope it is. For them to sign Javonte right now, we can't downplay the impact that George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb had on the production of Javonte Williams. We can't downplay that because I don't think we want to live in a world where we see people loading the box against Javonte. I promise you I don't think so. I don't think so. I want y'all to know that, like, I don't think y'all will be happy about the results. I'm telling you, Javonte looked great to good some games here and there or whatever against light boxes. Solely because you have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. If you only have CeeDee Lamb, ain't nobody worried about the other receiver like that. So them boxes ain't gonna be light. You gotta split those safeties because you worried about 2 receivers. I'm telling y'all right now, I like Javonte, but I don't love Javonte. So when I saw what Javonte did against light boxes, I'm still trying to upgrade slightly. Like, he good, but I'm a little greedy. I want a little better. So just imagine how I would view him if you going up against somebody that's scheming for you and they only got to worry about CeeDee Lamb. You got safeties coming down the box ready to defend you. Man, y'all want y'all money back, I feel like. I'm not going to lie. I don't think y'all are like the player that Javonte Williams would be against 8-man boxes and stuff. I don't think y'all want to see that.
All right, and to answer the question of A6 for a Cowboys fan, dog, I found money already. You know, that's the thing. And I'm not, and these aren't just simple restructures. You know, there's some cuts in this bitch. There are some restructures. There's some extensions. And listen, I'm gonna be fair. Don't even count the Osa restructure. Take the Osa restructure off and turn into a Terrence Steele cut. We gonna instead of saving $20 million between the two of them, we're just gonna save $14 million because the Terrence Steele cut is 14. So even with that, you know, losing $6 million from the cap savings, I can get you over $120 million in cap space this goddamn year, and then I can offload the contracts of Osa Odigizua, Jake Ferguson, and Ron Bland next year. You have money. Why do you think the Dallas Cowboys are signing people while they're negative $30 million in the hole? They can create as much cap space as they want. They are still negative in the hole, and they're still signing people to extensions. They can create the cap space they need, and they can offload some of these undeserved contracts next year. So I'm not concerned about the salary cap. You can sign multiple players in free agency, and you can absorb a contract, dog. Like, you gotta actually think about the contract structures, the guarantee money, all that other stuff. How they build that. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff to go into it. But yes, the Dallas Cowboys can responsibly create cap space, and they can responsibly manage some of these contracts by offloading some of the weaker ones. Like Osa Odigizua, you cut him, it's damn near $40 million in matter of fact, hold on, I got the shit up here. I think I came prepared. I think I still got it up here from the last time we talked about it, man. Because I want y'all to know this ain't it. This ain't it at all. Let me go up here. Let me scroll, because I know I got it in here. Don't trip. Henny got y'all niggas, man. Henny got love for y'all. Henny got love for y'all. So hold on. Let me see if I got this shit in here, dog.
Facts. We got much love. And we really planned on this show being an hour, but we gotta give y'all some more. We gotta give y'all a little more. So we ain't gonna trip on that. We appreciate y'all. Me and him came in and said we got an hour. But y'all show love, we gotta deliver. He said, you guys dogging Javonte. Yes, I hate when people minimize what you said like that, bro, because I've been consistent with my take. I'm not dogging him. I just want a little better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can like something and still want better. I don't think people understand that. Like, just because I say I want a better running back, that don't mean Javonte is the worst or he's trash. That just says that if I could get better, I would like to. That's all. Like, you can have both, bro. Like, it's not black and white in that regard. Like, these days on the internet, people just think it's either or. Like, nah, it's a gray area in them. Yeah, I can still like Javonte Williams and feel like I could get better at the position. That's literally what's going on here.
Also, to my brother Calhoun, why you bring the Panthers game up? I might give you the Arizona game, but why did you bring up the Panthers game where they went on the road and scored 27 points? It sounded like your offense showed up for that game. 27 points on the road, you're supposed to win there.
You can't say that.
The Bears game. Hold on, the Bears game. The Bears game, like CeeDee Lamb got hurt. We were down to one wide receiver. You're actually helping make my point. The offense didn't look the same with one wide receiver that first time around, did it?
Facts.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, brother.
So that's what I'm saying. He can't really say that, make that case, because how many times the offense showed up and the defense didn't show up? What are you saying? Like, that's a bad example right there. That's a bad example. Who showed up more? Who showed up more consistently? You don't say that. Where was the offense against the light box? Like, bro, the offense been there every week.
Can y'all hear me?
Damn yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Can y'all hear me?
Dang, it's messing up. You're gonna have to mute her.
Yeah, it's messing up.
Okay.
At least till it get right.
When I get home, I'll join in if y'all still live.
Okay, bet it up.
Bet.
Yeah, I know it's kind of rough on the ears. I don't want to disturb the people like that.
Gucci. But yeah, the offense showed up way more weeks than not. And some of them examples you use, we had one wide receiver. So that actually helped makes the point. Like the Panthers game, it was only George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb was not there. So it sounds like you needed CeeDee Lamb out there to help you win the game.
The Bears
game, it was only George Pickens.
Fact.
It was only George Pickens again because CeeDee Lamb got hurt on the first snap of the damn game. So it sounded like you needed CeeDee Lamb out there with George Pickens to help you win the game. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. And we're gonna talk about what we're talking about. To just talk about the full thing. I will give you the Arizona game, but like shit, that's about it. And Broncos, you typed 44-24. That sounds more like your defense's ass. Like you don't necessarily need to score 30 points a game. Like it's not possible to score 30 points a game, my brother. You just can't score 30 points a game. It's not possible. It's never happened before. So if you throw out something like, hey, they only scored 24, like, yeah. Greatest Show on Turf didn't score 30 points every game. So if they didn't do it, we sure ain't finna fucking do it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they scored a lot of touchdowns. You just can't score a lot of touchdowns every week. There's going to be a week where you can't score. That is the NFL. I don't know what to tell you. Like, all the good offenses have down games. Out of 17 games, you're not gonna show up for every single one of them bitches. It's just the amount of games that you go being able to be productive and explosive and shit. The more of them that you have, that differentiates you. Does it sound like you need a pass rush to slow down the other teams? No, you actually need a secondary, because most of the issues that you had was on the back end of your defense. Or are we gonna forget about all the blown coverages and stuff now that the season's over with? So we can run the film, we can show y'all, what actually happened. It was really your back end getting their ass whipped. Guys missing assignments, guys tripping, guys not playing what they supposed to be made. So it really was your back end. It was your back end more than anything. All right, it does. Defense does win. But my thing is this: don't undermine the offense because your defense is ass. You up here mad at the offense when your defense is ass. You can fix your defense without touching the offense. How you gonna go to work? Let me ask you a question. How you gonna go to work and fire your best employee? That's what you niggas trying to do. Y'all trying to go to your job and fire your best employee because the nigga that you hired is the other nigga you hired is slacking. That don't even make sense.
Let me ask you this:
How you gonna take some shit from the offense because the defense ass?
You never should do that.
It's
But I was about to say this: do the defense win championships if the offense don't score no points?
Nope.
I mean, listen, man. That's an argument that people don't want to hear, right? But it's the God honest truth. Now, the defense can score. If you tell me the defense finna be scoring, then, hey, I shut the hell up. But typically, defenses just don't score a whole lot of points. So you need an offense to still score points to win the game. You do. And just imagine, tell me this, people be saying defense win championship, defense this and that. What happens when you clash with a team with a great defense as well? What do you need then? You need the better offense, right? Like, people be acting like they crazy. Like, if it's two great defenses, your offense needs to be better than theirs.
And
okay,
secondly,
defense wins championships when you not playing another great defense. Like, that's what you need. Like, y'all gonna stop disrespecting the offense like it don't matter enough. Like, defense wins championships when you playing the offense. I mean, when you playing another defense that's not good enough. Like, it's no way you could just belittle offense like that. If you playing two good defenses, then what? You need your offense to make more plays than the other one. And a good offense would do that. People be saying crazy stuff like it fit every narrative. It don't. It's situations where that great defense ain't gonna be enough. If we in the NFC Championship and we playing Seattle and both of us got great defenses, what's gonna give us the edge?
We both got great defense. I'm gonna need to make some plays.
I'm gonna need to make more plays.
Seattle Seahawks last time I checked.
Don't belittle the offense like that, because it still matters.
Cowboys fan, 864 Cowboys fan, you just spent, another first round pick on your offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. You have invested heavily in the trenches on both sides of your team. You got three $20 million defensive tackles. You got 3 first round picks on your offensive line. You got a damn cornerback making $20 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trenches and defense, like, you put money there. You actually had 2 $20 million a year cornerbacks. It's not our fault the niggas y'all pay suck. So don't come to listen. Y'all pay people to be bad and then be mad at the actual team. Who blocked you? I blocked. I can see you. Who blocked you? But anyway,
we don't block people for real, bro. You gotta be a straight a-hole to get blocked over here.
Over here? Nah, you ain't get blocked. Folks can see you, Lo.
He ain't cuss
yeah,
people
man.
out better than he block people. What you mean?
Yeah, that's
That be top tier content right there. He ain't cuss out mode, nigga. Is you crazy?
Hell yeah. So, and listen, if you don't see it the same way as me, that's fine. I'm not here to change the heart of man. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't gonna see it the same way. But I'm not dismantling a very good offense, you know. He said, live arguing with smart, loving, real DCL people. Let me grab this gin and juice. The real shit, Cal.
Hey, the thing about it too is, you get rid of GP and then you boost up the defense. Now you really don't know how good you need to be on defense. Because you done changed the offense so significantly. You see what I'm saying? Like, you done changed the offense so significant that you might need your defense to be even better. Like, better than you thought you would be with Max. Like, that's why I said all these problems are customized, bro. You got an offense like you got, your defense ain't got to be the best in the world, bro. It just don't. It needs to be good. It needs to be solid. Of course, it do. It can't be the worst ever. We just told y'all the last show. It took the worst defense to ever touch God's green earth to neutralize the offense we put out there. And we just showed y'all, I think they said the other teams that had defenses like we had that was just as bad as us, them boys went winning more than 5 games, 2-3 games, right?
They won 2. Mm-hmm.
We were so good, we still won 7. You can almost say 8. We won 7.5 games
so, yeah.
with the worst defense on the planet.
Yeah, and look, I'm not sitting here acting like you don't need to fix the defense, though. You know, that's the disconnect that everybody is having with this. We're just not trying to gut the team to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to trade a first round pick, an all pro for one guy. You know, I'm just not finna do it when I can keep those assets. But listen, you keep talking about the defense. Better for the defense to have? Is it better for the defense to have one player, or do the 2 young stars on rookie contracts, 2 top 20 picks on rookie contracts for the next 5 years, top tier talent for cheap, a premier free agent pass rusher, and multiple other free agent acquisitions on the defense side of the ball? Because that's what I'm offering. Even if you don't like Trey Henderson, I have some people say like, hey, Trey Henderson, I'm scared of him. Cool. You can go back out there and sign Oway, Jadeveon Clowney, and trade for Herbig with the kind of money,
Facts.
the kind of money we can create and have, not paying that one contract to a Max Crosby, and because the George Pickens contract. Let me finish this thought. And with the George Pickens contract, you know that those deals don't belong till later. If he signs a 4-year deal, the first 2 years on that contract are very team friendly. Like CeeDee Lamb shit was under $20 million both years. So that's all I want to say. Like, I just think it's better team building wise. I really am trying to look out for the defense, dog, and have my offense intact.
I was just about to say, man, when you think about it, I think that's the best way to go. Like, I don't want to actually draft a defensive end, to be honest with you. If I'm looking for instant impact, I would rather just get a dope guy like Trey, or either, like you said, the other guy, he from Seattle, right? Or either Chason or any one of these edge rushers from the draft. From free agency. I get an edge rusher from free agency. I actually get 2. I'd be trying to build me a pass rushing unit instead of just cashing out on it. Just like Jerry told y'all. Y'all's hard-headed. Jerry told y'all that the reason he didn't want to keep Micah was because he was trying to get 2 or 3 players instead of spending it all on one player. So, on top of that, I think this year I would rather get a couple of defensive ends from free agency, and the people that I draft on defense, I would draft a corner and maybe a linebacker. I think those 2 would be more impactful and they'll be more safe coming from the draft. Like, I know a corner day one would probably be way more productive day one out the draft than a DN. That's just being honest. So I think the two safe positions to draft coming out of the draft to help your defense immediately probably be a corner and a linebacker. If you can get two dope, either a corner or a safety. I'm talking about, like, I don't think end would be ideal. So go get at least two mid-level players or a higher end player and a decent player in free agents. I think that's the best way to do it, bro. That's the best way to do it.
I agree.
What you think about that, Scott? Star?
Again.
Yeah, so when it comes to this picking situation, like, at first I'll admit that I was on the other side. Like, okay, yeah, if we can trade him and get better as an overall team, let's do it. But then, what's up, Miss Matrix? But then I saw, going back, doing research and stuff like that, like, it's like teams don't typically trade hauls for wide receivers unless you're like on the what I call the Hall of Fame type trajectory. So, and right now, currently in the league, I feel like the top three right now who are on that Hall of Fame trajectory are CD, Jettas, Chase. Now you have JSN and Puka Nacua that is like right there. Even if you argued and said that they were better than those guys, like, okay, I can accept that. I mean, JSN just got offensive player of the year. Yeah, he just got offensive player of the year, first team All Pro. Yeah, and I think Puka's been first team All Pro like twice. I think he was like first or second team All Pro his rookie year. So both of those guys are crazy. So it's like both of those guys, if you argue that they're better than Jettas or whatever, because Jettas has had some down years, okay. But I don't consider, I think if you're not those three guys, then you're below that. And it's not to say that I think that Pickens has GOAT potential. I think that Pickens could possibly be Megatron 2.0. Megatron 2.0, Randy Moss. Like, we don't know. And it's like, because that's where I see his potential going. But I'm just saying, as of right now, like, Pickens is still just that tier below. Not saying that he can't be on that trajectory, but it's like, I feel like you got to have multiple All Pros and Pro Bowls before I can say, like, yeah, you're on that level. And so when you're looking at the players that got traded for hauls, Tyreek Hill, who was already multiple first team All Pro, Davante Adams, same thing. Like, both of those guys are likely going to be in the Hall of Fame. Once their careers are said and done. I ain't gonna lie
though, I agree with you. I feel like you right on point with that, with the Pickens take. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, sometimes you just know, bro. Like, you just know. It ain't gotta be that I gotta wait till he do it. And my example would be somebody like Derek Stingley. I knew Stingley was that dude out of LSU. I know what type of talent he is. But when the Texans, he had done nothing, Star. He ain't done nothing in the league. The Texans was like, bro, that's that dude, bro. We know who he is. So we finna go and give him his money because we know exactly the caliber of player he is. I think this one of those cases, bro. You see George Pickens, we all got eyes. We know exactly who he is.
You pay him, yes.
You know exactly who he is, bro. Like, listen, what's so crazy? We can't say he better than those players, but was he better than them last year?
Right.
That's what you asked.
Yes, he was better. So that's why I'm saying pay him, because when it comes to wide receiver hauls, you're usually only going to get a haul for a Hall of Fame type. Now, yes, there were cases like Stephon Diggs. He did get traded for a lot of picks when he went from the Vikings to the Bills. But I think in that sense, like, the Bills did pay him purely on projection because he had no Pro Bowls, but he did have 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. And that's the same thing with Brandon Cooks when he got traded to the Rams. Then the next year he got traded to the Patriots, I think. So it's like those two were traded, but
back-to-back. Yeah.
Right, because they had back to back. Yeah, he played a back to back Super Bowls, and he had back to back 1,000 yards, even though he wasn't a Pro Bowl wide receiver. So those guys did get were traded for first round picks. But when you talk about a haul, like a true, like we about to change our shit up haul, you know what I'm saying? Like those are Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams type trades. So it's like, and now we're seeing that Pickens. That's what I'm saying. I think at first I was overestimating Pickett's value as far as like what you're going to receive back for him, because now people are saying give us Pickens and a first round pick, or possibly Pickens and 2 first round picks, and then you can get Max Crosby. I'm not for that. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm like, I'm not for that, because I thought if you could trade Pickens and get a haul, like get multiple first round picks and shit, oh yeah, do it, absolutely. But I'm like, if you can't flip him like that, it ain't no reason to trade him.
Worth it.
It's not worth. It's no reason to trade him, because what you project him to be is greater, right? You project him to be great, and you don't want this to be another situation like the Greg Ellis and Randy Moss situation. You pick Greg Ellis, and then it's Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be looking like an idiot. And what I was trying to say is that Pickens is integral to our offense, and I think his value on the offense is being underestimated. Like, oh, we can just get, we get anybody, they'll be able to do that. We said that. Remember when we said that shit about Zeke, when Zeke had them 12 touchdowns and 800 yards on a bum knee? And we were like, anybody could do that. And then we realized quickly the next year, no, anybody could not do that. So it's like there's a difference. And it's like, we don't want no swipe left, like Lou would take Lou word. We don't want no swipe left wide receiver. We already know what it looks like when the wide receiver is pretty good. 800 yards. We got that from Brandon Cooks, did we not? 800 yards. I think how many touchdowns he had? Like 8 or some shit like that?
Yeah, he had 8.
He
didn't have 800 yards last season, though. He had like 5 or 600. Yeah.
Oh, we never even got 800 yards from him?
Like 8 touchdowns.
I thought we did.
I thought we did. Shit, we ain't never got him.
Don't tell me that, because you already know my stance on Cooks.
You ain't get shit from Brandon Cooks. You got 8 touchdowns from Brandon Cooks.
Never gave you 800 yards.
Damn. Like, okay, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't do that. We need an elite tier. When you go back in the Super Bowls, they had at least 2 wide receivers that was 1,000+ yards, or they had a wide receiver and tight end combo that both had over 1,000 yards. Like, you need the firepower. And I was listening to y'all like, yeah, you can have a great defense, but ask the Texans about having a great defense. You can even talk about the Patriots. That defense play lights out.
That's why I said when you play a team that got a great defense too, now what you need?
You need an offense. Like, the reality is you need it all.
You need both.
It all.
Yeah.
You need it all. Like, you need a good offense and you need a good defense.
Yeah.
Like, you can have the best defense in the world, but if you can't score points, it does not matter. Like, you need an elite defense to give your elite offense more opportunities to score points.
Facts. And hold back their offense.
Exactly. Like, that's the point. If you just have an elite defense, but you don't have an adequate offense, you're going to lose.
You're going to lose.
And it's like the Patriots lost because they was like, all right, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make Drake May beat us. But it's like Drake May didn't have no weapons outside of Diggs.
Facts.
And Diggs is on he's still good. Diggs still had 1,000 yards, but he's on the back end of his career.
Back end of his career, definitely. Hey, real quick, salute to Suave, man, with the 10-piece. I just want them to maximize the potential of the offense while Dak is still playing at a Pro Bowl to All-Pro level. We don't know how much longer he has, but we have to capitalize. Agree.
Facts.
Because listen, this is the thing. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I'm not risk adverse right now. The window for Dak Prescott is little as a motherfucker. It's about this goddamn big. You know what I'm saying? It's about this big.
It ain't no window no more. That motherfucker peephole.
It's a peephole. Yeah. So it's not even really a window no more. Like, you got like a couple years with Dak Prescott. And it's either one or two things going to happen. Either Dak Prescott, is going to be washed up. He gonna wake up sorry at the end of this shit. You ain't gonna want him here, or he gonna still be playing at a high level and he not Dallas Cowboys. Those are the two realistic things that are going to happen. I don't see this nigga signing another contract with Dallas based on the contempt that Jerry Jones had with Todd France and them. They do not want to keep going back and forth between them. They never fucking win those negotiations.
Facts. I got a great example right now of this offense and defense problem that we're talking about. Think about this. What did you need in a couple of those games that we played played San Francisco in the playoffs? You needed a little more offense.
You needed a wide receiver.
If you had a wide receiver 2 in those games, you probably advanced.
Correct.
You probably
2022, you advance. If we just simply targeted CD and Amari and we didn't have dumbass Killer Moore in 2021, we advance.
Facts. We treated Amari like a normal player. That was a mistake. We should have been throwing the ball around.
Exactly.
So like the next year, we just didn't have enough offense. We didn't have what you call.
We had nobody. We had literally
CD.
We had CD. Tony went down, and then
Tony Pollard got hurt.
Right, and then Zeke knee was fucked up the whole year.
It was over with. Yeah.
It was
and
over
look,
with.
your defense played great football. Your defense
sure
held them
did.
to what? 20-some points.
19 points.
19.
I'm not
They
mad
had
at that.
19
I'm not
points.
mad at that at all.
They played phenomenally, but it didn't matter because you didn't have the offense. And then 2023, if Brandon Cooks is not 2 feet tall and could run that whip route is meant for big body wide receivers, then Dak don't throw that pick.
Facts. You think George Pickens wouldn't have allowed that? He would have boxed him out.
Exactly. And Dak would have had the deep ball. Like, the reason why you don't want to really get rid of George Pickens for Dak is because I've been praying for Dak's whole career for him to get a true X wide receiver that's an easy button wide receiver. That when I'm in the time crunch and the offense ain't working, the scheme ain't working, I can just throw this bitch up in double coverage and it works.
And he go get it.
Because everybody else had that. Like, people want to talk about Burrow. He got the best completion percentage in NFL history and all of this shit. And I'm like, yeah, because he got Jamar Chase over there. Like, when you can just throw it up to elite wide receivers that's going to come down with the ball. Like, we saw the type of balls when Justin Jefferson was playing with Kirk Cousins. We saw the type of balls that man was catching. I remember that Bills playoff game. Kirk Cousins threw that to him in like double coverage. Justin Jefferson had to jump like 20 feet in the air, but he came down with it. Like, we've been missing that. Think of the 2021 playoff game. Cedric, that last deep ball when Dak was off balance and he threw that hoe, it landed right in his hands. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need a wide receiver that can catch the ball in high pressure, big moments. And we know, as elite as CD is, that's not really his role.
He come up short sometimes.
That's not his role.
Let's be honest about it.
That's
the hard
not
conversations got to be had, bro.
Exactly.
He come up short sometimes.
Exactly.
And I don't know if you heard this point real quick, Star. What I said, like, you just paid Javonte Williams. Your ass need to be trying to keep George Pickens. Real talk.
That's true. I heard you about them loaded boxes.
I don't think you want to see Javonte when they focusing more on him. No. Real talk.
No,
I don't think you would have paid that version of Javonte Williams. I'm sorry.
No, you don't. Like, and granted, the offensive line also this year with run blocking did very well. I think that Javonte Williams, we got to pair him with somebody. And in my opinion, it got to be better than Blue. I mean, Blue can have a big off season, but he gonna have to show me. I'm not just gonna be lining up and say, "Yep, Blues is gonna be Javonte Williams in Blues backfield." Like, I feel like we need somebody better. He said trade Lamb. Then I mean, we could trade CD Lamb, but
and be back.
You're like
talking about having one weapon.
I'm like, if we trade CD Lamb, we're gonna be back to square one. And it's like, I have concerns about these wide receivers in the draft, because you got Carnell Tate, where I'm like, okay, he's an Ohio State wide receiver. I gotta look deeper into his film. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everybody says he's amazing, but I'm like, production wise, the other Ohio State,
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith had.
He the dude over there.
Right, he the dude. He had 1,300. I was like, okay, maybe it's the quarterback. I was like, let me go see what Jeremiah Smith's stats are. good. 12 or
Better.
13 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns. I'm like, okay, and he's a freshman. He's just a sophomore. So I'm like, I remember people like Lou talking down on what's his name? Ibuka, saying, "Oh, Ibuka, he's second best over there because Jeremiah better." But Ibuka had a lot of 1,000-yard seasons over there at Ohio State. Cardinal Tay never had that. So I'm like, okay, that's a flag to me. Like that's a red flag when the best you could squeeze out was 895. So now I'm gonna have to look and see, okay, well, why was it that? Was it like a Matthew Golden situation where maybe you was open, but your quarterback just didn't give you the ball? I don't know. So it's like I have to look deeper, but then they also talk about Jordan Tyson and his injury history. Like, right. So that's concerning. Like, I feel like it ain't the same caliber of wide receivers in round one as it's been in years past. So that's why I'm not just as gung-ho on the plan of like, let's just draft one at 12.
I just want to know. I want to ask them, why are y'all like Cowboy fan? He keep talking about trading CD or George Pickens. Like that's the only way to success y'all see. Like it's so many other options, man. I'm generally asking the question, like, why does that seem like it's the only answer to y'all when it's other ways? So you mean to tell me that it's no way humanly possible for you to structure a team that could satisfy your defensive needs without bothering CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens? I just don't think y'all see it. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? I don't get it, bro. Like,
I got an
there's
example,
so many
bro.
Other ways to do this shit, man. Go ahead, bro. They
I got a question.
Bro.
I got a question for you, landlord. I got a question. I just need to know. If your daughter needs money, are you gonna rob your son to get it for it?
Absolutely not. I'm not. It's other ways to get that.
Like
This is exactly what we're talking about.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul when Peter on your team too. It don't make sense.
It doesn't, and it's like you get. Then I'm concerned, and this is not me hating on Max Crosby because of course I watched the film about Max Crosby. He is amazing, but when you look also at his production, I'm like, he is. Somebody said it yesterday. I think it was One-Handed Bandit. Shout out to One-Handed Bandit, but he was like, Max Crosby is amazing. He's a high-end D-Law, and I was like, oh, okay, like what he mean by that? But basically, like his superpower really is stopping the run, like. He's gotten over, I think, 10 sacks twice, either 2 or 3 times in his career. But he's mostly like a run stopper. Like he led the league last year in like run stuffs and stuff like that, and
tackles for loss.
Tackles for loss. So it's like he's a beast versus. He's like a D-Law. Yeah, he's a complete
defensive end.
He's a complete defensive end. But it's like, when you realize, okay, he is aging, then you realize, okay, he did have to have this knee surgery. It's like, is he really worth your potential Randy Moss, young 25-year-old wide receiver? I just don't know about that. They
banging for a defensive end when we truly need a pass rusher. Like we got interior pressure. We got interior players that should be capable enough to stop the run. We actually seen Donovan Izaraku shine in that role. He was stopping the run too.
That's true.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, we actually need one of those manufactured pass rushers. We need a pure pass rusher, to be honest, more than anything else. We need a pass rusher, bro. We need a sack artist. That's really what we need.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm like, if you can build it, go ahead, Henny. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna just interject something real quick. I thought about some shit. People are quick to mention, that nobody, is winning or 2 wide receivers. The Dallas Cowboys done did plenty of shit that nobody else has done, but y'all don't say. Ain't no Super Bowl team got 3 first-round picks in their offensive goddamn line. There's not a single Super Bowl team that got 3 first-round picks on the offensive line, but y'all couldn't wait to go and draft. There's not a single Super Bowl team in this bitch that got 3 defensive tackles, but you motherfucking got them. So let's just be 1,000%. I don't want George Pickens in this motherfucker. He don't.
That plays to the point that
and that's okay.
That plays to the point I was making, bro. We got customized problems. We need things that other teams might not need, and vice versa, bro. It's not a black and white. Like I said, it's not a how-to guide, step-by-step manual to how to win the Super Bowl, bro. It is not. It don't exist. It's different for each team. It depends on how your team is constructed. And not the way our team is constructed, it might not need the things that the next team need, bro. So all them comparisons is really, it's good talking. It's good for discussion, but it really don't matter for real.
And it's like we are not asking for just give us any type of give us any type of edge. I just looked at the free agency market for the edges. I'm like, this is a good free agency market. Like, you could really go after and get you some young dogs. So
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's like this is a chance you could really go out there and get you some young dogs, like that could build you an even better committee, and one of them could get you double-digit sacks, or a couple of them. Like, there's a couple names like Odafe Owe. Who else did I see in there? There's a lot of them. I can't think of them right now. I had just looked them up. But it's like there's people over there that you can get in the free agency where it's not that they're young guys that have a lot of what's it called upside, basically is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that you have to go the route of I have to give me a George Pickens when you already have an elite defensive interior. And if you just cut the dead weight, cut the dead weight, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, get rid of these bad contracts. These people you shouldn't have paid. You shouldn't have paid Ferg. You shouldn't have paid Bland. You shouldn't have paid Osi. You can get out of their contracts next year. So it's like, just get out of their contracts next year and then do what you got to do till the 2029 TV deals hit.
Yeah. And that's the thing I'm trying to do too, man. I'm just trying to fix the defense while not getting worse anywhere else. I don't want to get worse at wide receiver when I don't have to. They don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take a step back so this other side can take a step forward. I want them to stay the same or get better. Like, real shit. I was still trying to make the offense better. Y'all trying to take away from the offense. I would have considered Jeremiah Love at 12, nigga. We hadn't paid Javonte Williams and shit. So that's my entire point. They want to take something away from the offense when there are actual avenues in open free agency where I can improve my defense, make my offense better, and then go back out there and compete. Because imagine if we had Jeremiah Love or Josh Jacobs got cut, or we made a play to get one of these other running backs, and they seen all these light boxes from CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens.
Exactly.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Arnell hit somebody with a $5.
Yeah, it just popped in. Loke said, "Wait a damn minute, LandLord Alabama accent coming out with that constructed."
Constructed. Yeah, I know how I talk. I speak broken English. I've been told y'all that. Cowboy fan been talking crazy. Let's see what's happening, man. That's my guy, though. I like it. I like the banter back and forth. He said, we sat here all year saying, guys, good Lord. Well, take it away then. Go ahead. Shit.
Hey,
fuck what he said.
I didn't try to put it. I'm trying to put it back up. This should be.
He said we sat here all year saying guys need more targets. Now you about to pay $35 million to a guy you can't even give targets. It's crazy. We gotta run the ball too. Who you can't give targets to?
I mean.
What is he talking about?
It's the premise of go ahead.
I was just gonna say Dak Prescott threw the ball 600 times last year, dog. Niggas got targets. Like, that nigga threw the ball 600
like
times.
Shotty was just gonna run the ball. That man gonna throw the ball, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it comes with the fear of, like, if you pay 2 number 1 wide receivers, you're not gonna run the ball at all. But I don't think that's the case, because running the ball is in Shotty DNA. He not like Big Mike, who was like, we need to run the ball, and then he never ran the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Very sneaky.
Exactly. It's like, no, Shotty said we're going to run the ball, and he did. That's why Javonte was a top 7, top 8 running back this year in NFL in production.
The
That's why he
Eagles
got
did
paid.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But-
The Eagles
but
had 2,000-yard
truly-
receivers and 1,000-yard.
Truly, I don't
back.
think Dallas is mature enough to do it. To be honest, man, listen, bro. We family, we can have real discussions. Y'all ain't paying for the slow-paced game like that. Y'all ain't. Now, I wish that might be our most effective way to win. It might be, but you gotta convince that to Jerry. Is that gonna keep butts and seats and shit? Like, I know that ain't the best way to think about it, but it's the truth. Like, do y'all want that slow? We complained about looking at the way the Eagles play. Us, Cowboy fans, we were like, man, that shit weak, man. Them niggas, did we not? Am I wrong?
Nope, you correct.
Even though it was effective, we was like, man, them boys play so weak, bro. Jalen Hurts don't never throw the ball. We was complaining about how they play, and it was their most effective way to be successful. I don't know if we gonna be mature enough to sit through that, even if we should. Real talk. Like, we'll be like, man, the way Dallas operate, and I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. If we played that brand of football, you will see so many people up here like, man, let's get rid of Dak. Let's get rid of Dak, man. He ain't doing that but handing the ball off. Man, you will see so much crazy shit. I promise y'all, bro.
That's
We
true.
not mature enough for that. So let's stop playing these games, bro.
And we got to think that when we were built like that, when we won in the 90s, we had to. He still is the best running back of all time, or one of the best running backs of all time. So it's like, unless you got that guy back there, which we don't got, and now they just paid Javonte, so they're not about to go and trade for Bijan. They're not going to trade for nobody that's like that for real. They're not going to trade for no Jonathan Taylor. So it's the fact of the matter is, it's like we're not going to ever be no damn ground and pound. We're not going to be that. We're never going to be that. With Dak, we're not. Now, maybe when Dak leave and we get a rookie quarterback and we're trying to help him out, we'll be ground and pound because we need him to pass the ball very minimally.
Lightly.
Just manage the game.
Light version of passing the ball.
So it's like, once that gone, then yeah, I'm sure we will be ground and pound unless we just luck into the next best thing. But even if you do, they still got to learn the game. So we can go back to a watered down offense. But considering that you have a Hall of Fame type quarterback playing at Pro Bowl, All Pro level, you got Hall of Fame trajectory wide receivers right now. Like, you're going to pass the ball, but you want what our goal, and to be honest, is to be balanced. Like, 30 for 30 is the goal, but you have the offensive power that if the run is getting stopped, you can air it out. And the issue is, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but in them big games too that we lost, we couldn't run the ball very well. We couldn't run the ball very well versus Carolina.
You didn't see a 100-yard rush in the playoffs. We didn't see those.
Well, Kenneth Walker did, but
I'm talking about for us.
For us,
for
yeah,
the
for us.
Cowboys.
You talking about us?
Oh yeah, we haven't had that.
We haven't had 100. We haven't. 2018 against Seattle Seahawks. That's the last time we had a 100-yard rush.
Right, yep, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's the last time we had.
Also, real quick, I think to say I gotta give Tyrone Church his love for sending Land a super chat. It might be Land. I don't know what side is actually. He said Clowney had 8.5 sacks. KD in Ed and Williams of Frank Gore type, and they really looking for RB2 targets from Ferg. Nigel hit somebody with a 5. He said, "What did they drafted Jeremiah Love?" Well,
if they draft Jeremiah Love, sir, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
And then, to answer the question, for Cowboys fan, yes, we did say that Pickens needed, but CeeDee Lamb went down in game 3. That was the third game of the year when CeeDee Lamb got hurt. We got to understand not everything is just they first game in, everything clicking and shit. Like, folks get adjusted. Them niggas ain't never played in a real game. And as the season progressed, George Pickens got more involved with the offense. So can we be fair when we sit here and talk about what we said? Like, yes, in the early part of the season, one of the critiques was, yes, let's get them more involved. but that is also the natural progression of adding a new wide receiver into the mix. You know what I mean? That what happens. You're gonna go from not being accustomed to the offense and the spacing and shit to now it's second nature. I know Dak with me right here at this depth. I'm gonna put one hand up. I'm gonna catch that bitch. Like it's levels to this shit. So can we be fair with the actual conversation?
Think about this part. That wasn't only George Pickens' first year. That was Shotty's first year too. Like, think about it. This a first year operation all across the board. So of course they had to figure out what they like the most, what they do better. That's the natural progression, like you said, of an offense. Like trying to figure it out, trying to find the identity, trying to find themselves. So I think people really put too much into that. Like, yeah, of course he needed targets. He needed to figure it out because they trying to figure out the whole offense. And you seen what it was. And in a season where they didn't even stay healthy all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to realize we talking as if this is the peak. This ain't even the peak to me. This ain't even the peak of the offense. Now, one thing I will say, I don't want Shotty to make the same mistake Mike did and then improve that offense. Because once you cook the league, they gonna invest heavily. Yeah, and that's what Mike's mistake was to me. Like, I feel like we cooked the whole league that year when CD went for 1,700 yards. Dak was an MVP candidate. We cooked the whole league. So what they gonna do? Them people getting paid millions of dollars to stop us. So that's what every defensive coordinator did, figure out the way to slow down or stop Dallas. So if you're not getting better, you're staying the same, you're actually getting worse. You're actually getting worse because now everybody know exactly what they need to stop about your football team. You always need to add some new talent or some new wrinkles or some new ideas to what you present to them. Defensive coordinators spending weeks and weeks and weeks just to stop you. You know what I'm saying? The whole offseason, they studying your tape just to slow you down. Especially if you the number one offense, you the standard. Most defensive coordinators going to be looking like, okay, what would I have to do to slow these boys down? We got them on our schedule this year. I'm focusing on them. That's how it's going to work.
Yep. I agree with that 100%. Like, they are going to have to add in some new wrinkles to this offense. Like, and Mike McCarthy didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, we still got to add to the offense. Like, but so the argument to take away from the offense when we really need to be adding to the offense because we've got to get better there. Because this was year one. So it still wasn't what it could be as a seasoned offense. So it's like we need to get better there and we need to get better on the defense. This notion of let's fuck up our offense to get better on the defense, like that's counterproductive, I just feel like, because it's like unless you can say that your defense is going to be the Texans defense after this year or the Seattle defense after this year, then you're going to take a step back. Like unless you can say I'm going to have a top 3 defense. And the thing is, this plan so I love my guys Basalu. I swear I love this so much. But this plan is like they not even I was like, oh, Star, I'm not even trying to get you say we're gonna be top 5, but it's like, well, if we can't be that, exactly. He's like, no, we're not gonna be top 5. Be like top 10. It's like, no, boss. If we go trade Pickens, we need to. If we're going to subtract significantly from that offense, first of all, you need to add back what you lost. It's just counterproductive. Like, I know we lost Micah and we want Micah reparations, but if you replace Micah and then you get rid of GP, we're going to be saying we need GP reparations.
They trying to get rid of GP for GP too. That's crazy, right? You remember that? Off GP. They trying to get rid of GP off GP. That's crazy.
A general principle.
What?
Yeah, just for no reason. He ain't even gotta be moved.
And it's like, I get it. It's 2 Ferraris, but it's like that's literally what you need. You need 2 high-end pass catchers. Even when the Chiefs won them Super Bowls with those terrible wide receivers, they still had Travis Kelce, who was a Hall of Famer.
I just thought of another reason why y'all need to leave our receivers alone. I just thought of another one, and y'all gonna feel me. You remember when we was having our epic debate the other day with Boss now, when one of them was like, Yo tackles was the tackles that had that number one offense. They was like, who was the tackles then? And you remember my response? I said Dak. They ain't let me elaborate on it. The reason I said Dak is because this was the most he ever been hit. He ain't never been hit. There was one hit off of the most Dak ever been hit in a season this year.
Yep.
And y'all just don't feel that because they didn't all result in sacks. Why the fuck do you think they didn't all result in sacks, bro? Why? Because he had the weapons that was getting open early enough so he wouldn't sit there and hold the ball and pat the ball. That played a part in it, sir. The reason having two dope-ass wide receivers basically kind of, you could say it saved your quarterback too. Real talk, because your tackles didn't do it. Did your tackles save your quarterback star?
No, they did not.
Did they, Hen? Let me know.
No.
Chad, did the tackle save your quarterback this year?
Definitely not. That Tyler Goddard got better,
then
but he got hurt too.
Guess what? This right here is finna show you, Star and Hen, that this shit directly points to the wide receiver. You wanna know why? Because we just said Dak threw the ball 600 fucking times. Right?
Yep.
Does that not directly correlate to the wide receiver?
Yep.
We not talking about the passing game. I mean the running game. We not talking about that. We talking about when Dak threw the ball 600 times, what helped Dak Prescott stay upright more times than not was the fact that he had two outstanding fucking wide receivers. And y'all want to take them away. If you take George Pickens away, now you're going to see all the inefficiencies of your tackles. You're going to see that your tackles going to get your quarterback fucking killed. And you're going to see that your tackles, that your run game is not as great as you probably think it is. Leave the receiver alone, bro. It's helping your team out a lot. Y'all don't think y'all get that, bro. Real talk.
I agree.
If you take that receiver away, man, Dak gonna take way more hits and way more sacks than he did last year. I promise you that. It's evidence showing that the tackle play wasn't the reason that Dak didn't get sacked a lot. It was the fact that Dak processed well and quickly, and he had options to go to.
That's correct. That's like the Green Bay game. Right. And remember, Micah was slinging our tackles like rag dogs. They were slinging our tackles like rag dogs, but GP was unstoppable in that game. So Dak was able to get the ball out.
Cowboy fan, you got to give me that, bro. That's the direct correlation to the wide receivers, bro. It is.
Yep.
No lie.
It's definitely to the wide
receivers. Michael Parsons came out and gave Dak so much love and said, man, watch the tape. Watch the tape on Dak, man. I was there. Watch the tape. Sure enough, that guy, they be going crazy.
Michael Parsons was floored. He was like, I can't believe this shit, bro.
I was just about to say, stop. Micah told you. While y'all talking all that shit, Micah told y'all who was responsible. They asked Micah why he didn't get no sacks. What did Michael Parsons say?
Dak.
Man, Dak was
He told you who his tackles was.
Dak.
Y'all better quit playing, man. This shit over with, man. Tell them boy to go sit down, bro.
It's like
that shit dead, bro. Shit dead. Real talk.
We can't risk.
Go to Michael Parsons for the evidence. They done got me hyped now. Go to Michael Parsons. The one who y'all want so bad. Go to ask Michael why the fuck he couldn't sack Dak that game. And he gonna tell you why. He didn't say Tyler Guyton fucking name. I don't even think he was playing. He didn't say Terrence Steele, did he? He ain't say Cooper BB. He ain't say none of them niggas. He said Dak, nigga. Quit playing.
So it's like you just can't. I don't think you can afford to take a step back. There's a reason why we were begging for wide receiver 2. It's because we need it. Like I don't know why that's like been lost in translation. We need it, and I get. Well, Pickens is not a number 2. It's like a number 2 in today's NFL is really a number 1 in training. So just because you have two amazing wide receivers, like we can't help that Pickens is now up for contract. But to sell him and say, okay, well, we can get. I looked at the free agents, wide receivers. It's not great to me. I was like, you got Mike Evans, okay. He's 32, will be 33. and he's old injured and he's taking a step back.
Shout out to Vach in the building, man. He's absolutely correct.
He said you need to be full fun to take the stress off of DC. Absolutely. Shout out to Vach. And it's like, well, I forgot my train of thought, but it's like, yeah, you can't take a step back. Like, you need to have two great wide receivers. You need to be able to. You can't just have one. We already know what it's like to just have CD. And obviously, when we didn't have CD, there was games that we couldn't win because we didn't have him as well. We only had GP, and GP
Facts.
did a lot, but we still needed CD. Like, you need both. And it's like, unless you're going to, I think Jarrell said that in the chat. He was like, the only way I would want to trade Pickens is if, like, we can get, I guess, way better on defense and then also get a superstar in the backfield. But signing Javonte just pretty much block you from doing that. Because they're not going to value it the same. They're going to be like, oh, we don't need Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
We have Javonte. We don't need Bijan. We don't need that. We got Javonte. So it's like, bruh, you take away Pickens. All right, y'all going to see what's going to happen.
I don't think they want to do that,
And
bro.
the
I'm
defense
telling you.
is not going to be good enough, I do not feel, by just adding Max Crosby. Like, it's not. Max Crosby is going to help, but I just don't think that Max Crosby is going to. We're going to add him, and that everybody is going to be better. Because when we look at the past few NFL Super Bowl teams, they had elite cornerbacks, elite safeties, elite linebackers. Like, we need to be trying to get those. Yeah, and defensive tackle. Like, we need to be trying to get those positions over at edge, because you can build a really good edge by committee. Seattle and the Patriots just did it.
I was just about to tell him.
And Philly did it.
Remember how we talked about the characteristics, well, the actions of the Cowboys told you what they value. Y'all keep talking about what Brian Schottenheimer want this and want that. What the hell did he do? He let go this super duper premier pass rusher. And what did he do after that?
Exactly.
When he got defensive
He
tackle.
went and got a defensive tackle.
Right.
But y'all keep talking about, we gotta have this. This is what Shotty wants. This is what he wants.
They
Look at the
inflated
fucking
him.
Showed
actions.
you. Listen,
Look at his actions.
Shotty showed you what he meant by winning in the trenches. That nigga got 20 million. That nigga let your edge walk. Did he stand up for Michael Parsons when it was time to move the nigga? Or did he
No,
take his
he
ass out there
said-
and say it was unanimous? Hey, get your black ass
He
out
said
there.
it was unanimous.
Unanimous.
Because he thought that it was more
Unanimous.
important that he get elite defensive tackle play than it was to have an edge. And that was Boss's whole argument for years.
And
Like,
I
we
just
don't
don't- I
need
just-
an edge. We
I just
need
don't
elite
understand.
DTs.
I just don't understand how you can say what now you using all these speeches saying that Shotty wants this and Shotty wants that and CP wants this and wants that. Bro, the very thing that y'all desire the most right now, we had it. And we said, fuck that, give me something else. So how is this is what he actually wants?
Right.
It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
Like, Shoddy
I'm sorry.
Dak, CD fought tirelessly to get Pickens. So we can't act like, oh, it'll be okay. We just get rid of him and replace him with somebody else. I don't think that, bro. Like, I think it's going to cause some problems because I don't think they were on board. I don't think the locker room, regardless of what people say, Dak and Micah, Dak don't really like Mike, all that shit, whatever. I haven't seen it. Maybe there's some backdoor shit, whatever. But even so, it's like at the end of the day, Dak stood on the table. He stood up for Micah, which means I think he expected Micah to be on the team, which is why I think he's saying with George Pickens, I'm going to get involved if I have to, because I didn't think that I had to get involved like that with Micah. Everybody thought it was a foregone conclusion we was going to pay him. So I think Dak and Micah, especially CD too, bro. Like, CD was the one who took it the hardest when we traded Micah. So if we then go again and trade George Pickens, CD said last year trading Micah fucked his head up. So you going in and you trade George Pickens, what you think that's gonna do?
Wait a minute. Look at Jarrell. I see what you're saying, but you missing the point. He said, to be fair, we didn't give Micah a DT. We not talking. We know Micah would cook with a DT. What we saying is look at the actions of your team. Like, we're not talking about what Micah did or didn't do. We talking about what your team did. They let Micah Parsons go, and then what? When they got a DT. Like, this is what your team did. Like, they showing you what they value.
Yep.
Unless you want to just make the case that they just hated Micah gut so much that they just wanted to let him go. You can make that case. Go ahead. But we talking about, I don't know how you can disagree with actions. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I slap you, I either slapped you or I didn't. Like, I mean, how you gonna disagree with something somebody actually did? But I mean, I don't know. I disagree that I slapped you. I don't agree with that. Right? Did you do it or not? Like, you can't disagree with actions, bro. I'm just telling you what the actions of your team was. That's all.
They traded Micah for they traded Micah for 2 defensive tackles.
Basically. They got 2 first-round picks from Micah Parsons and Kenny Clark. They then flipped around and traded some of those assets to get Quentin Williams, right? And listen, we keep talking about what folks talking about. Y'all tell me all the time that Jerry Jones run the show. I thought that Jerry Jones ran the show because that's who y'all blame for everything. So Jerry Jones out of his mouth said, instead of having Micah Parsons, I want to have a whole bunch of niggas. I want to have about 3-4 dudes when we pay Micah Parsons.
Put Vibes comment on the screen, please.
Yep, that's
Vibes comment on the screen, please.
Thank you, Vibes.
Because that tell you everything you need to know.
Every single one of them. Think
about this, y'all. When we got Quinn Williams, not only did we have, they just showed you, they went across the league because you remember the report said that they were trying to get Brown from Carolina. They were trying to get a lot of people.
They were trying to get Brown and Williams in the Micah trade, and both of them was like, nah, we can't afford them. We good.
See, the point is, though, they was trying to get defensive tackles. If they wanted an edge, they would have got an edge. And I ain't even talking about the Kenny Clark deal. That right there tell you everything you need to know. But I'm talking about the Quinn Williams deal. If they desired an edge, they would have went for an edge then. They could have traded for an edge then. They went back to DT again. They doubled down on DT. Right. And that was without Micah Parsons.
That's right, LandLord.
I don't think y'all peeping this, bro. That's crazy.
And the reports were saying that we were going to get an edge. That's what even Ricky, y'all know the dog Ricky on Twitter.
Yeah,
even Ricky came out and was like, we were going to trade for a pass rusher. Yeah, he don't be missing. He said we were trading for a pass rusher, and then we ended up trading for Quentin Williams, which shows you that's when Shotty talks about the trenches, they're talking about defensive tackle and guard play. Like, that's what they're talking about. So it's like, even when they talk about pass rushing, Shotty used that as, what's it called, like false bait or whatever during the presser at it was the owners meeting, I think that was, when they asked Shotty, like, well, who are you going for at 12? And Shotty was like, oh, I like to build outside in, so probably like receiver or somebody who can get after the passer. And then what did he do? Draft Booker. So it's like, Shotty, when he talk about trenches, he talking about the interior. So I think they'll be comfortable building a committee. They just need to build a better committee. That's all I think. Build a better committee than what you had last year. You banked on Sam Williams. That didn't turn out right because he was coming off of that ACL. You landed good with Clowney. Didn't land good with Fowler, but that was a good try. I just think that your defensive coordinator kind of regressed everybody to hell. Because I'm like, there's no way that Fowler fell off like that. You don't go have a career year and then the next year you only have 1 sack, 1 or 2 sacks. Like that doesn't even make sense. And he wasn't hurt.
Hey, did you say Tyrone Church other super chat? I ain't sure if you did. Maybe I missed it. And then Cerebral Assassin had a super. He says, I'm coming. Probably so. I'm not saying I'm not. But he said, I'm coming this offense name. What he said, I guess he's trying to say I'm calling this offense name 488 3K Hertz, I guess. I think I kind of get what you're saying. But Yeah, man. I don't think that's the best way to go about this, man. And it's evidence. Like, most people already see that you would have to basically cut off your arm and your leg to get max. And it's just not worth it. Like, and we had the opportunity to do what y'all saying. We had the premier pass rusher. We let him go. Then we had resources to go get another pass rusher, and we decided to get Quentin Williams. Man, we'll figure that out later. Like, and then something I think they failing to realize too, you just drafted a top 100 player in Donovan Izaraku last year. Mm-hmm. So how much more progression you think he's gonna have? Because regardless of how we feel about these players, it's all about how they feel about these players, how they view these players. So when we look at Donovan Izaraku, they might feel like they got them a pass rusher, a premier cornerstone type pass rusher next year. That might be what they feel.
I think they do. They already saying he's a leader. More. Right. Yeah. They already saying they feel like he's a leader in the locker room. Shotty said when Marshawn passed, he said one of the guys that everybody was shocked that he became a leader, but he really started speaking up was Easy. They believe he's a cornerstone. He's a part of their future. And I think you'd be a fool not to bet on him. Like, obviously, if he gets the right coaching, then he can be unlocked. Because we started seeing, we started seeing flashes of what he could be. I really think White Cotton, that's why his ass is not here. I really don't think White Cotton knew what he was doing, like, along with Flukes. So it's like, if you have him, then you add in somebody like they said, Odafe Owe. I think also possible Azeez Ojulari, possible Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, there are guys in those tiers where you feel like you can get. I said, if you can get some guys that you for sure can get you about 8 sacks, then you're gonna be good because you have Quentin Williams. Like, I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Yep. But
hey, we all could be wrong, but we just trying to figure out what's the best option. Because I think everybody main objective should be trying to construct the best team, bro. The best team. That's what it's all about. And like I said earlier, your best team for another team might not fit my needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might need, the way our team is constructed, we got to figure out how to make that the best, how to maximize what we have, because we not finna reconstruct the whole team. So it's certain things that we need that other teams might not need. So it don't even matter about trying to steal somebody else's blueprint. It's not gonna be the same, bro. It's just not.
Yep. Yeah, it's guys. I would bring Dante Fowler back. Would he pay? Like, there's people.
I want Fowler back too.
Yeah, it's like, I want Fowler back. You got Kwity Paye that I would go after from the Colts. Like I said, Azeez Ojulari, Clavon Chason, Odafe Owe, Arnold Ebiketie from Atlanta, who started taking off, David Ojabo. I mean, there's young upcoming pass. I think if with a change of environment, we can unlock those guys. And build. That's what I'm saying. I would like to go after more of a, let's try to get elite. Like they say in Denzel Ward, like, I feel like those are the well, he gonna be a free agent, I think. No, he may be a cap cut. But if he is a cap cut, like, that's somebody we should go after. Like, let's try to make our other positions elite. Our secondary, because even last year we said that it was the cornerbacks that really was the problem. They couldn't cover shit.
Facts. That was the problem too.
Like, they can't cover. Exactly. So it's like, it don't matter how good your pass rush is. If you can't cover at all, and as soon as the quarterback says, he can get the ball out, like, what is a pass rush gonna do? There are ways to neutralize pass rush. That's all we're saying. Like, you can neutralize pass rush.
Oh, Star, we know firsthand. Because Micah's been neutralized plenty of times.
Exactly.
And people still putting up 40 points and still beating our ass. Like, it didn't happen.
We got 40 points put on us. And it wasn't just 2024 either. We got 40 points put on us in 2022, 2023, like with Micah and D-Law on the field together. Both great, elite. So it's like, they didn't know where to shift coverage. That's why I don't play that. Oh, they'll tilt coverage and then everybody else will be great. No, the hell they will not. That was the problem with Micah, because we were like, Micah's so great, but when you take Micah away, nobody else is showing up.
Facts. And then, like you said, if you can neutralize them that way, that's a better case for a unit than a premier guy.
Exactly.
That's a better case for a unit.
And we got to know, like, Micah also played with 2 all-pro cornerbacks that were the best at taking the ball away in the league. So it's like, you have to have, Max Crosby would not have that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Micah had a supporting staff. Really, the only thing missing from Micah was that elite DT.
Facts.
If we had,
and we tried to get it for him.
We did,
but
try.
We failed.
Right, we failed. We failed, and I hate that. I hate that we failed Micah, but he had elite. And then when we look at CP's scheme, like, bruh, he said he basically. There's a reason why his corners and safeties where he go be elite, because it's a requirement of his scheme.
And then one thing too, I don't think that get enough attention is we done had different defensive coordinators all these years since Dan Quinn. And when you do that, you drafting players for your defensive coordinator at the time. Now you just got a miscellaneous ass team. A miscellaneous ass defense. Like, oh, you drafted him for Zimmer. You drafted him for, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is that going to be a collective unit? How is that going to be a good unit if you drafted for random defensive coordinators who not here for the long stay? So you really just got a miscellaneous collection of players. That's what you got. So now I think the best way to move forward is to probably, like you said, minimize the risk, because you don't even have a fully assembled team. Like, why would you risk it all for Max like you one move away? It don't make sense, bro. Like, we got several things we need to do. Like, of course, now I'm going to be honest with you, a team like the Eagles, they might get them because they actually are one player away on the defense. You know what I'm saying? They actually are one player away.
They got everything else. 2 all-pro corners, all-pro linebackers.
Corners, safeties, linebackers,
defensive tackles. They got everything.
I don't want to lie. Yeah, but I ain't going to lie to y'all. I got to escape. We've been on here over 2.
Yeah, we've been on a long time. Okay, yes.
I gave them some work, though.
It's been some great content, though, man. Both of y'all for taking time out y'all busy schedule to jump on the show, you know, cook up with your boy, man. I appreciate everybody that we got almost 200 people in here across all platforms. Thank y'all for showing love. Thank y'all for watching. Did y'all have anything y'all want to add before we got out here? Have final words. My only final thought is I'm keeping George Pickens, man. Don't care what we got to do. Jake Ferguson, all your money belongs to that nigga now. Osa Digizua, you know, put something on it. Dak, you know, you and CD, y'all been pushing for the man. Y'all sneak that nigga a couple dollars. Shit, man. Y'all go ahead and make this shit work though, man. We gotta keep George Pickens, man. And we'll fix the defense too. But like shit, we keep that all pro, man. That's all I got.
Not only that, we not crashing out for one player either. I think that's irresponsible. When your defense was that bad, think about this real quick and then we can go. Think about this real quick. Your defense was absolutely horrible. Now, we can blame all of it on Flus, but what sense do it make to put one player on there and say, basically, now I got to try to add everything else in free agency? You have no draft, basically. You got one. You may have one first-round pick. We might not, because they want 2. So we just talk about what we gonna give them, like they gotta accept that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be outbidded. Like, that's crazy. So if your defense was that bad, What on God's green earth will make you think one player gonna fix everything?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's not. And I think Max Crosby is amazing. Like I said, this is not about me not thinking that he's amazing. It's just the fact that your defense needs more. And you can't trade all your picks. If you trade all your picks, and that means that you really got to go full throttle in the free agency. And it's like, when has your team ever gone full throttle in the free agency? That's why I'm like, Lou and them, it's like the other side is like, well, our team don't move that way, so we can't compare. But it's like, but y'all saying y'all think we're gonna be like the Patriots did last off season and spend how much money they spent? They spent a lot of fucking money. So it's like, in order to do that too, we gotta do the hit. That's what I call it. 300 million. We gotta do the Henny plan. We gotta flip the switches. We gotta do extensions. We gotta cut niggas. We gotta do a lot. Like, if we just gonna say, okay, let's just rebuild it all, just trade all the picks, trade them all, and then we'll
and I'm
build
gonna be honest with
you.
for them to sign Williams don't indicate that that's what type of life they about. I'm sorry,
bro. Exactly.
That ain't even direction. That ain't the direction that look like they moving in. So it's like keep Pickens, go after some more elite. This is I feel like this is a good free agency defensive pool. We keep forgetting he and say he gotta go.
Oh yeah, anyway, all right. That's my final word. My final word is let's keep Pickens and
y'all
not max out for Max. We not maxing out for Max, man.
Yeah.
New hashtag.
God bless America.
Facts.
Not maxing out for Max is crazy, but
we not maxing out for Max.
Never look that, man. Peace. Not maxing out for Max.
It's crazy.